Thank you, Mr. Chair. I apologize. I've got some competing meetings, and I've actually got another SASC subcommittee meeting I've got to run off to, so I'm only going to ask one or two questions of you, General Davis. I've been down to Lejeune, Cherry Point. We were down at Cherry Point talking about some of the facilities needs for the F-35 long-term, and I came back with the impression that some of the stuff for the lift fan facility would become a part of your priorities. And I'm kind of curious. In fact, I think it was November I reached out to talk to the F-35 Joint Program Office and asked them, is the lift fan facility a part of their priorities? Thought that the answer was yes, at least based on the letter that I got from them, and now it's not. So I'm trying to get an idea on what the future of the F-35 operation is at Cherry Point. Particularly in light of these lack of resources, or moving the availability of these resources down at Cherry Point to the right?
Sir, if I could, I think Paul could be part of that as well, Admiral Grosskлагs, but the lift fan facility is an important part of Cherry Point, and getting that built and making sure that gets built on time to make sure we got that capability down there. I think right now we're just finding out how to pay for that facility. We've done the security improvements we need to with Cherry Point. That's going to be one of our major F-35 bases in the Marine Corps.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons for my concern, because we came away from Cherry Point advocating in the NDA for the security fence component. We got that, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't asking for something that's not going to follow through on things that you feel like you no longer need, or just get some sense of certainty of when we're going to get it and when I should prioritize it as somebody who hails from that area.
Absolutely needed, sir, and it needs to get built, and we're just working on where we find the funding for that right now, sir.
Yes, sir. I don't have a whole lot to add. It is absolutely critical. The only other place we'll be able to do that we do today, the production and sustainment of that vertical lift fan, is at the Rolls-Royce factory in Indianapolis. And by the early 20s, they will have reached their current capacity in terms of ability to deliver new as well as repair the stuff that's in service. So the VLF facility is absolutely critical. There's nobody changing tune in terms of moving it away from Cherry Point. At this point, it's simply a question of the funding has not made it into our budget request.
Well, maybe I can catch up with y'all outside of the committee, but I'm just concerned we're in 2016, 2020 is not too far away. And getting the funding and then moving forward and getting the facility available, if you want to stay ahead of that curve of Indiana being at capacity, then it seems like this is something we've got to be talking about sooner rather than later.
Yes, sir. Concur.
Thank you. That's all the questions I have.